Masters! Today I'm going to show you a simple calculation to figure out how many years from retirement you are. We call that your financial Zen year. But first, welcome to the Financial Zen channel, where the big question is, how can you, a super successful, hardworking professional with kids at home and a mortgage to pay, how can you quit the 9-to-5 grind so you can go pursue your passion while still providing for your family? That's the question. I got your answers. My name's Rick. I'll be your guide. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so this is top of mind for me today because I did this calculation in two of our appointments today, actually. One was for a prospective Financial Zen member, and one was for a current member going through our Foundations program. And in both cases, they were not unique in the sense that they were very surprised how close they were to their retirement age, or what we call your Financial Zen year. And it's always fun, and it is every time I calculate this for people, people are always surprised how close they are, and it changes their behavior, right? If you knew this thing that you thought was 25 years down the road is now suddenly 10, would you make different decisions today? I bet you would. I bet a lot of people would. Would you make smarter, more thought-through financial decisions geared towards getting to that number even faster? Getting to that year even faster, right? So if you're 10 years out, would you want to be 8 years out? See what you could do? Maybe try even harder, get to 7 years? I don't know. I guess it's different for each person. But my hunch is if you knew just how close you were, you would make smarter, better informed financial decisions, which is good for everybody. Because the sooner you get to your Financial Zen year and achieve Financial Zen and get out of the 9-to-5 grind and go do amazing things in the world, we're all going to benefit from that. So bring it on. So here's a simple calculation, and anyone can do this. I don't care if you hate numbers, if you're terrible at math, anyone can do this. Watch. Okay, Google financial calculator. Go down to here. I like this one. Where is it? Calculator.net is a good one. I mean, any of these will do the trick. This is a simple time value of money calculation. Okay, so when you get here, you want to go to N as a number of years. Makes sense, right? Interest. This is how much your portfolio returns are per year. Now, this requires you to be in a predictive portfolio model. So let's say, just for instance, you just have everything in an S&P 500 index fund, right? Historically, the S&P 500 index funds have returned about 10% per year, so we can use 10% per year in there. Okay, next up, present value. This is how much you've already saved. So let's say you have, I don't know, 400 grand saved towards retirement so far, okay, in total. Payment is how much you are saving per year. So let's say you and your spouse both max out your 401ks, smart move, which this year is at 19.5. So you're going to be saving $39,000 at minimum per year, okay? And then the last number you put in is your future value. Now, this is your Financial Zen number. I've told you how to calculate this one before, but just to reiterate, you take your current living expenses and divide it by 0.05. So let's say you spend 100 grand per year. Divide that by 0.05. That's going to be $2 million that you need to achieve Financial Zen. So that's going to be negative $2 million. It's negative because it's coming out, right? These two are going in, money you've already saved, money you are saving, and then this assumes that future value is the money coming out, right? The outflow. Do I have enough zeros in there? Yep. Okay. So let's calculate it. This individual, this family, would be 11 years from retirement. 11 and a half years from retirement. Not bad. Let's say they're dealt with a decision they need to buy this thing or that thing, buy their car new or buy a used one, right? Which save them 15 grand. So this can influence their decision. Adding 15 grand to the pot by making a different decision on the new versus old car, that moves it up by a couple months, right? But you can see, and the real drastic changes are when you change this. Let's say you start saving an extra $1,000 a month in your regular brokerage account, let's say. Now you're saving $51,000 per year. Now all of a sudden they move it from 11 and a half years to 10 and a half years, right? But it's fun to play with and see how your financial decisions today can influence how far you are from retiring. So play around with that. Let me know what you think. Simple calculation. Hopefully I bet you're much closer than you thought you were. And hope you learned something today. So if you did, subscribe, like, comment. Maybe even drop in what your Financial Zen year is in the comments. That'd be fun. And we'll see you tomorrow.